The mighty Fraser River has been a major source of prosperity and community life in BC for hundreds of years. But the residents and business owners along the river are facing issues and uncertainty that put much of it at risk. The issues being sediment and dredging, water lot lease renewals, and the need to upgrade our dikes due to climate change. Although not exclusive to Delta, these issues are pervasive in the Ladner River channels and their impact is cumulative. As such, they are causing great harm and uncertainty to those residing on this part of the river. In other words, it's the perfect storm.
I'm John Roscoe, and I'm the chair of the Ladner Sediment Group. Most of us are river lot owners, and we're concerned about the amount of silt that is accumulating in our channels. It's a constant problem of houses touching the ground where we are. It involves we having to move the houses literally out of the way, get a dredge in to clean it out and put the houses back again. It's an ongoing concern. The federal government did look after all the dredging in the Fraser River, and occasionally they would send one of their dredges into our local channels. That stopped in 1990, and that's where the problem started. The federal government also put in diverters along the river to force more of the water down the main channel. The resultant of that was some silting to increase, plain and simple. The dredging that we've done and completed in 2015 is now filling back in again, and filling in at an alarming rate. We are responsible as water lot owners to maintain our own water lot, which means we have to do our own dredging. When we dredge it out so our float homes will be safe and float properly, we now become lower than the main body of the river. And Mother Nature, being who she is, she'll just put that silt right back in the hole we dug. And we've had instances where we thought we'd cleaned it out and there would be probably 2 to 3 years time span. It turned out to be 2 to 3 months. We're now looking at a long-term dredging program, and we're going back and asking all levels of government what we can do to get a program together that will offer sustainable dredging for our channels.
We know of many of our members whose homes have been for sale, sold, and then it has fallen through because they found out that there aren't the long-term tenure arrangements in there to allow for floating homes to stay. That's a major concern for us as residents, also a major concern for our members who own marinas. There's just not the kind of tenure in place that allows them to have the security they need to invest and for us to stay.
I manage 5 acres of property and I own about a quarter of it, and we have 28 floating homes and we have 5 acres of upland overlooking the Fraser River. We used to be in the federal jurisdiction of Port Metro, and in 2013 they turned that back to the province of BC. And so there's been about 300 of us kind of on a holding pattern since 2012, 2013, and it's quite stressful for some property owners. They have financing and they have business cash flows that are somewhat tied to their lease. My management plan is to take care of my marina. I'm not suggesting I'm building something new or making something longer. I am repairing something that needs to be taken care of. My floats have sewer lines in them, they have water lines in them. We get a bad deadhead, or we get some damage on a piling, or we get some damage to a dock. I can't wait 4 months, 3.5 months. It should be automatic. It should be in my lease. It should be in our document. You have the rights to maintain and protect your property that you've spent good money on, because people are walking down there. This area generates about $100 million annually in wages and economic activity and taxes. This property here, we pay about $20,000 a year to Delta, we pay about $20,000 a year to the province. That's all in jeopardy. I mean, we need some certainty here.
If you live in or on a dike, you are protecting the property that's essentially below you. And to date, it's worked very well, but right now there's no definitive plan on how they're going to raise the dikes and how it's going to impact our homes and structures along the front edge of the dike. Right now they're asking any property owner that comes forward with any kind of a development permit to give up 5.75 meters of their property, which essentially in a lot of cases is more than half the property, and it, at that point, basically sterilizes the property from being able to be developed.
Also concerning are potential changes to provincial setbacks on the river side of the dike.
If it goes forward as I've seen it presented with a 15-meter setback, it essentially eliminates the property, and it would eliminate all waterfront properties in this River Road area.
If River Road stays the same and we make the dike 5 or 6 feet higher, how are we going to get up here? Why does this strip of River Road in this particular neighborhood? Is this going to happen in every municipality that's on the Fraser with what they say is global warming and seismic upgrades, and none of us want a flood. But these few property owners along here can't afford to do this work and on a one-on-one basis.
I would like to think that this becomes an opportunity for certainly the Corporation of Delta to come up with an innovative solution that potentially could be recognized around the world as some way that this issue was dealt with that allowed for a win-win for everyone.